It's Wednesday, March 13th. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Evening Update. At the top of the news, Canada and the U.S. have now joined most other jurisdictions around the world in banning the Boeing 737 MAX 8 and MAX 9 from their airspace. Transportation Minister Marc Garneau made the announcement Wednesday in Ottawa, citing a review of all the available evidence. The grounding comes after 157 people, including 18 Canadians, were killed when an Ethiopian Airlines MAX 8 crashed on Sunday. It's the second such crash of the MAX 8 in 5 months. The announcement is causing delays at airports across the country as airlines scramble to rebook passengers onto different flights. The FAA says new information has been uncovered from the wreckage of that Ethiopian Airlines jet. That, taken together with data from satellite-based tracking of the plane's flight path, pointed to similarities with an October crash of a Lion Air MAX 8 into the Java Sea. It was that information that prompted it to ground flights in the U.S. Despite the worldwide ban, Boeing says it continues to have full confidence in the safety of the plane. A new twist to a dog napping story Castanet first brought you on Monday. Ian Galt says the family has received a text message from someone saying they have the pet. Galt said Wednesday morning they're working to prove that the dog the person claims to have is actually Atlas, but he strongly believes it is. They're also working with police to bring the dog home. Good news for the BC lumber industry. BC Premier John Horgan was in OK Falls Wednesday morning announcing changes to the BC Building Code to allow the construction of taller mass timber buildings.
BC will be the first province in Canada to allow the construction of tall wood buildings up to 12 stories, leading the way, as we always have here in BC when it comes to forestry, ensuring that the jobs here are not only sustainable, but the jobs here will continue to grow, and that's a clap line. So I'll give you a moment to whack your hands together on that.
Engineered wood, which involves fire treatment, makes every log count for more, Horgan said.
We know that we can build faster, and we know that it's better for the environment. Engineered wood products are leading the way. It's cost effective, and it's putting British Columbians to work.
Structurlam's CEO said he has no doubt this change to the building code will mean more demand for the products they engineer, as well as more jobs.
Because they can add more building mass to their land and build a taller structure and get more density on that.
Horgan said fire officials have signed off on the safety of the wood. It makes for more flexible buildings in earthquake areas and is not a carbon-intensive process to create. But each municipality in BC will make the choice themselves whether to allow 12-story mass timber buildings.
It may not officially be spring yet, but as the snow melts, it is definitely pothole season. And while they may be the bane of drivers, the district of Lake Country had some fun with it Tuesday. In a Facebook post, the district urged drivers to slow down on their commute using a photo of the late TV artist Bob Ross painting a fictional Highway 97. It generated dozens of likes and shares. Then Facebook went down. Kelowna City Council has approved controversial bylaws that will make short-term rentals legal across the city. At the present time, most of the approximately 2,700 short-term listings on sites such as Airbnb are operating illegally. However, Council has asked staff to come back with amendments that could make it legal to operate short-term rentals from secondary suites and cottage homes after dozens of people spoke out against their exclusion at a raucous public hearing Tuesday night. A man died while in custody at the Kamloops RCMP cells Tuesday night. RCMP responded to a business on Victoria Street after it was reported a drunk man who'd been barred from the business had returned. He was placed in cells for the night, but was found unresponsive at about 6 a.m. The Independent Investigations Office is investigating. City of Kelowna has spent about 60% of its 2019 snow removal budget. Officials say about $1.2 million has been spent removing snow from city streets, most of that during the month of February. The city has budgeted about $1.9 million for the calendar year. While the snow is finally melting away, the late winter cold snap is proving to be hard on North Okanagan bee population. Bees have been struggling the last decade with mass die-offs and are now dealing with a shortage of food.
Bees, initially, there's no food out there for them, right? The flowers haven't come out or anything like that. So they're looking for anything that might be having a little bit of nutrition or in them and stuff, eh? And if they can't find that, they'll be digging through compost piles and sawdust and stuff like that. And sometimes people get a little afraid that, oh my God, there's a swarm of bees here and that. But it's really not. It's just bees that are desperate for the first food of the season.
UBC Okanagan is set to build 2 new student residences that will house nearly 500 students. The university expects to surpass the 10,000 student mark this September, and it currently has space for only 1,680 students to live on campus. That'll be enough for the school to ensure that every first-year student can live on campus if they so choose. Okanagan weather, increasing cloud overnight Wednesday, lows to -4. Mainly cloudy Thursday with a slight chance of flurries early in the morning and highs to 7. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, West Kelowna's mayor believes a decision could come soon on urgent health care for the city. And School District 23 says no to a cell phone ban in classrooms. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.